Welcome to the Pandemic Podcast. The WEF, the World Economic Forum, is seeking to rebuild trust. In this brief episode, I've just got off the back of interviewing Derek Brose, who's the curator of the Greater Reset event that's taking place in Mexico in January, whereby it's seen as the antidote to the World Economic Forum's Great Reset, seeking to find a way to build free, conscious communities, build new parallel societies, and take back our technology, take back our rights, our liberties, and find ways to live with greater freedom. And just off the back of having that interview, I go ahead and I go onto the Davos website, thinking, oh, it must be happening at a similar time of year. In fact, I know it is, because the Greater Reset event was deliberately created to be a parallel event to the World Economic Forum. And here I am on the on the World Economic Forum website. The annual meeting, the 19th of January, the 15th to the 19th of January, 2024, rebuilding trust. So Paul Klausch and his associates have realized that we don't trust what they're up to. But then it shows how they really just don't get it. So they're trying to rebuild trust, but then you scroll down and look at about the meeting. Well, the 54th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum will primarily focus on exploring the opportunities enabled by the new technologies and their implications on decision-making and global partnership. Essentially, how we can use technology to influence you to see our world view the same way and to surveil you in ways that we've never been able to do before. So it shows that they really just don't understand. Rebuilding trust, whilst this is the main theme of their overall event. And the other key point is who gets to attend? Who gets to attend? Is it the people? No. It's public-private cooperation at the highest level, convening over 100 governments, all major international organizations, the 1,000 most important global companies, academic institutions, and the global media. So if you are under any doubt or illusion that the World Economic Forum is basically wrapped up the major institutions, the media, and so forth in terms of their overall narratives and agenda, well, it's right there on their homepage for next year's event. So should you be afraid? Should you be concerned? The answer is yes. I mean, if you look any further into the website and you look at the answer, who's coming and what to expect, well, we've already addressed who's coming. What are they talking about? Well, trust, we know that with all the big organizations. They're talking about last year's poly crisis, which is the permanent crisis and the amplification of all crises ad infinitum. Rebuilding trust, the big film, back to basic spirit of open and constructive dialogue between leaders of government, business, and civil society. That's right, the private club, making sure that the lines of communication and cooperation between those private entities are continuing to run the world. Achieving security and cooperation in a fractured world. How you deal with current crisis. How do you profiteer from the current crisis? More like. So the list goes on. You've got to read it for yourself. It's really just more of the same. And I just happened to look at this off the back of my interview with Derek Brose, because we just spent an hour looking at how we can start to build solutions to these problems. And there we have it, the Davos event, really showing how far disconnected they are from the current perception that more and more people are now holding. So should we be worried? I think we absolutely should. But should we allow that to be our primary attention? No, it's time to get obsessed about building new solutions and not becoming obsessed with the problem. So the World Economic Forum is trying to build trust. Do you trust the World Economic Forum? Do you trust Klaus Schwab? Let me know in the comments. And look out for my interview with Derek Brose. It's going to be live on Monday. A fantastic conversation today about what's happening at the Greater Reset. In the meantime, you can go to thegreaterreset.org, have a look at what's going on in Mexico. I'll be flying out in January. Looking forward to speaking at the event and bringing back as much footage as I can for you back at home. Thanks.